to the entertaining Talkin' Sports.
What is going on, football fans? Back at it with another New York Giants video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about a list that came out by NFL.com ranking the top 25 rookies in this year's draft class, two of which were New York Giants. Now, I'm going to have a video, recapping the entire rookie class, probably in about 3 or 4 days once some of this coaching news dies down. Obviously, that's my primary focus right now. But I thought it was encouraging stuff that came out by NFL.com. Daniel Jeremiah came out with the list. One notable guy that was off the list that I think you could certainly argue should have been on it was Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence, of course, the number 17 overall pick out of Clemson, did a great job for the New York Giants this year, was rated one of the better rookies by most metrics in the NFL this year with his ability to stuff the run, bat balls up at the line of scrimmage, get pressure on the quarterback. But two rookies did crack the list. One, of course, was Daniel Jones, the 6th overall selection in this year's draft, the quarterback. Out of Duke, threw for just over 3,000 yards, 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and had a very strong rookie season outside of the fumbling issues. But as good of a rookie year as you could have hoped for. The other was Darius Slaton, the 5th-round pick out of Auburn, the supremely talented wide receiver. And him and Jones look to have great chemistry going forward. I think it's going to be a great duo, and it's one of the bright spots of this year's season, the chemistry between those two. Slayton finished with 740 yards and 8 touchdowns, and I think he missed a couple of games. So Slayton and Jones really got off to a great start for their careers and hopefully could make a wonderful triplet with Saquon Barkley for years to come. But let's get into the list and let's get the breakdown of what NFL.com had to say about both Jones and Slayton. Jones came in ranked as the 7th best rookie in this year's class, and it said that Jones showed the ability to make every throw and create plays with his legs. He needs to clean up his fumbling issues, 11 lost, but overall it was a very promising campaign. And, we say that all the time. That's the biggest knock on Daniel Jones, his pocket presence, his fumbling issues. But I agree with what he said. I mean, the guy made a ton of throws from different angles, under pressure, off his back leg, displayed the ability to fit the ball into tight windows, and some very encouraging signs going forward for Daniel Jones. And then this is what they had to say about Darius Slaton. Darius Slaton just made the list, ranked at number 25 to close out the year. He was a 5th-round pick, number 171 out of Auburn. So it certainly looks to be a great value pick by the Giants. A lot of times when you draft guys that late, they don't even make the roster. And here's what it said about Darius Slaton. Slayton was known as a speed guy coming out of Auburn, but he's proven he's also a very adept route runner. He has outstanding chemistry with Daniel Jones, from whom he caught 41 passes for 561 yards and 5 touchdowns. Of course, his other 180 yards and 3 touchdowns came off the arm of Eli Manning. But, yeah, great year by both of these players. They both look to be, good building blocks for this New York Giants team going forward. And I'm glad that NFL.com commended them on that. Evaluating the whole rookie class, like I said, I'm surprised Dexter Lawrence wasn't on there. I think he was ranked in the top 5 or 6 per PFF. Not saying that I go, by everything PFF says, but the guy had a really good rookie year. O'Shane Ximines, I'm sure, drew some consideration being that he had 5 sacks. Probably not quite top 25, but a strong rookie year for Ximines. Something we all hope that he could build off of going into next year. Obviously we liked what we saw to Julian Love down the stretch. But I'm glad to see 2 New York Giants crack the list for the top 25 rookies. A great year for both of them. Daniel Jones, Darius Slaton, will look for them to take even bigger strides going into year 2 for the New York Giants. We'll see what they do with the offensive line. We'll see what they do, in terms of pieces around Daniel Jones and the offense. The biggest concern for me going into next year is the defense. The offense, if we could fix that O-line, I think could be a pretty solid offense with Daniel Jones and obviously Saquon Barkley, Darius Slaton. We'll see what Golden Tate and Sterling Shepard could do if they bring back Evan Ingram. I did want to make note that C.J. Conrad was picked back up by the New York Giants. So I thought that was an interesting pickup by the Giants. Fan favorite in the offseason this year. A lot of people were hoping he'd crack the roster. A strong tight end, undrafted prospect, but a lot of people liked him as a pass-catching option. So we'll see what the Giants do there. But I'm glad to see both Slayton and Jones make this list, and I'm looking forward to rooting for them for the next, hopefully, 10 to 15 years in a New York Giants uniform. As always, guys, if you liked what you watched, please subscribe, drop a comment, maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.